Hi, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Somos Hispanos. In this segment, we're going to be talking with two movers and shakers in Saginaw County who have started something new for Saginaw County Democrats. It is the Saginaw County Democrat Latino Caucus. So we have two guests with us who are familiar in the community, but I'd like them to introduce themselves. We have Angel Gomez and Brandell Adams. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here today.
Glad to be here with you.
Thank you for having us. I'm
So, Angel, could you introduce yourself?
yes, I'm Angel Gomez. I am the Saginaw County Democratic Party Latino Caucus chairman, and I have been very involved in the community this summer.
Brandell, how might the community know you?
So I'm Brandell Adams, and I'm the chairman of the Saginaw County Democratic Party. Pleased to be with you this morning.
I appreciate both of you taking the time out of your day to share the happenings that you guys are festering up for Saginaw County. So, the Saginaw County Democratic Latino Caucus, is this fairly new to the area?
Yes, it is. This is the first time that the Saginaw County Democratic Party has had a Latino caucus.
Why did there become this need? Why do you feel there's become this need? And this is a question for the both of you.
I feel that the need was very important because the Latino caucus has not had a lot of people that heard the Latino voice. So I felt that it was very important to start having the Latino voice involved in politics. We have leaders in our community and everybody knows those leaders. However, when it came to politics, no one really understood where they stand. I know I was raised talking politics, but not everybody was raised talking politics, and that's where the need comes from.
I'd also like to note that when you see where the Latino population in this country voted in this past election, it was clear that the Democratic Party was not reaching out, not communicating with the Latino population, and letting Latinos everywhere know that they were welcome and that they were supported. And so, working with Angel, I think that here at the local level, the Saginaw County Democratic Party has been able to do that outreach and communicate with this community. We're here for you, that there's a place for you, a safe place for you, and that we have your back.
So let's take a step back here and talk about the Democratic Party for Saginaw County. What are some of the things that this organization does and plans to do?
Yes, so our key mission is to make sure that we're getting Democrats elected up and down the ticket. And yet, we have heard over the past 5 or so years, you folks come around during the election cycle, you ask us for our vote, and yet we're not seeing you in the community on the off cycle. And so it's been very important for me in my role as chairman to make sure that there's that community outreach, that engagement. And that means getting into the community, doing events, being seen, being heard, getting out in the neighborhoods and communicating with voters and having voters communicate with us what the need is from us, and to make sure that they feel like their voices are heard. And I can say that this Latino caucus is doing that for this Latino population in Saginaw and beyond, and I'm very proud of the work that they're doing.
So, what would the mission be specifically for the Latino Caucus? If we have some viewers out here that seem on board, but just a little leery, what's the clear mission that we have here?
So the mission for the Latino Caucus is to allow everyone to know that you are welcome in the Democratic Party as well as get our voices heard. I have been trying to build community within our organizations outside of the Saginaw Democratic Party. There was a lot of fractures in the Latino population, and I'm trying to build them together so that way our voices can be heard.
So you use the word fractures, which is quite unique. What are some of those things that would be top issue, top of mind, that are going to be carried through the Saginaw County Democratic Latino Caucus?
So one of the fractures that I've noticed is building the community. All the organizations had their own volunteers, their own support, and now we're trying to build them to understand that we are not alone. We can support each other. We can have different opinions. We can educate each other, and we can make sure our voices are heard.
Brandell, do you mind answering the question as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't speak for the fractures in the Latino community. I've seen fractures in other communities, but when I hear that the Latino community is experiencing the same things that, for instance, for me, the Black community is experiencing, being able to support Angel and the work that he's doing with his caucus is very important to me. And so it's really about going to this community and creating that space, that opportunity for each group to speak their perspective, to speak their feelings, to let them know that they're heard, and to figure out where that common ground is. Many times when you see different factions of a community split on something, a lot of times it's an ephemeral difference, or because people aren't speaking to each other and communicating what their concerns are, folks don't realize that there's so much commonality in what people are concerned about. And so when you get folks in a room together and you start to discuss where the concerns are, where the needs are, where the vision for the community is, you see that people really are more on the same page than they realize that they are. And so that's why it's important that the Latino Caucus creates that space and that opportunity for folks to communicate.
What I'm hearing is a lot of there needed to be a platform for a sense of belonging, a sense of voice, and really just a sense of this Latino population in Saginaw County to come together and know that there is help out there that addresses their issues. What are some of the top issues that you've seen come to you from the community?
So what I've been hearing is a lot of the immigration, the lot of the loss of human rights. I've also heard the fear of losing our education benefits to be able to educate our youth. I'm hearing that healthcare is a major issue as well, and those are the three top issues that I'm hearing from the Latino community.
What about you, Brandel? What is it that you've seen, just in combination from the, Black community and the Latino community? Are some of their issues similar? Is there similar concerns?
Yes, when you consider the loss of education support, healthcare support, there is that commonality across the communities. But really, the core tenets of our democracy are being shaken. The foundation of our democracy is being shaken, um, like we've never seen in American history. And I think that has everyone concerned and worried. But for our Latino community, it's a heightened concern as you look at what's going on across the country, and what this administration and the federal government is doing. The Latino population right now needs to know that there is a group of people that is behind them, that supports them, and will fight for their right to not only exist but to build a meaningful life in this country, to raise a family in this country. And so that is a very unique concern, but we all need to be concerned about it and support the Latino community in their fight to secure a safe and democratic lifestyle in this country.
So we're talking about a caucus. What are some of the things that have already happened since, your launch this summer to now that you see as a positive change in the community?
So I've seen a lot of our community leaders come together and have one voice. We have also done resource drives for the migrant population that is in Michigan. We have gotten red cards for Latinos that would like them. We have, as well as been involved in the community, going to different community events, uh, being able to get more people to sign up than has previously been in the Democratic Party as well.
So what are some of the goals that you have in the near future here?
So one of my goals is to again build that community, build that support system, as well as being able to have our elected officials know that they need to be able to support us. And if they're not going to support us, then we need to make sure that they're held accountable.
What's your opinion on that, Brenda?
Like I said, when you consider what's going on in this country right now, it's very important that the folks that we send to serve us in public office know what our values are, that they're communicating those values, that they're standing up for our communities and fighting for us. And anyone who does not represent those democratic values of the party or is not interested in protecting Latinos across this community, then this caucus will communicate that. We'll be vocal about that and make sure that we are supporting leaders that support us.
So you are technically the Saginaw County Democratic Latino Caucus, but is there a reach that you are is there a reach that you're gaining outside of Saginaw County, or do you plan on doing that?
Yes, there is a reach that we're having right now with the Latino Caucus. We are meeting with people down in Flint to get them involved and hopefully having them start their own Latino Caucus. We have people from out in the thumb that have reached out to us, different programs that want support and make sure that their voices are being heard, as well as Bay City and Midland.
Brandell, I know that you're familiar with this field, right? We've had conversations in the past as far as the Democratic Party, right? Um, is there support from other counties and their Democratic parties just in the Great Lakes Bay region in providing input on the Latino Caucus?
I think the Midland Democratic Party, the Bay County Democratic Party, as well as the Genesee Democratic Party, is excited and encouraged to see what is going on here in Saginaw County as it relates to this caucus, and seeing us really take a lead role in speaking to the issues that's important to this community right now. I think that what you'll see is not only will they join us in our efforts here in Saginaw County, but they'll emulate the work that we're doing here in their own counties. And so it's good to be up front, that first mover advantage. And just having to thank the chairman of the Latino Caucus, Angel is doing an incredible job. The leaders of this community that have wrapped around and supported him. It's an amazing thing to see young, dynamic people step forward in a time like this.
I think that last part was pretty important to say, right? So that is the young people of the community, the future people of the community, no matter where you sit in the aisle, uh, involving new faces seems to be a key part and a key trend in what you're saying here. So if someone does wish to get involved or learn more, how can they do so?
Absolutely. We can be found on Facebook. We can be found on our website, saginawdems.org. We can be found on Instagram. We hold our meetings the second Thursday of every month at 413 Adams Street here in Old Town Saginaw. And really, you'll see us out and about in the community. If you see Angel, if you see myself, let us know that you're interested. We'd love to have you involved. It is time to put young people at the forefront and let their voices be heard. They are our future.
And I would like to add that the Latino Caucus meetings are the first Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock, as well as if you reach out to the Saginaw County Dems, I will be notified about that and reach out back.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both. Do we have any last comments here before we close out our segment?
Just once again, so glad to be with you this morning. So glad to put the issues and the interest of Latino community at the forefront. And young people, hear us. Be encouraged, be enthused, get involved. There's no time like today to have your voices heard.
Thank you so much, Angel Gomez and Brandell Adams. The work you are doing is very much appreciated to the Latino population beyond of Saginaw County, and we will air this episode with your contact information. And thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to click that bell icon to stay notified when we upload new content. Videos like this are only possible because of viewers like you. To help support this channel, click on the link in the description below. We'll see you next time.